Alright everyone, so continuing from where we stopped off, I asked you to check and make sure that the answer that you got for this problem is correct. So here we see that 31 is a prime number, meaning that there's no other number or a whole number times another number that gives you 31 other than 1 and 31. And then 63, why do I have 6 there? That is supposed to be a 9. What am I thinking about? Alright, so we know that 63 has 1, 7, 9, and 63. And so seeing that they only have 1 and 1s don't really count because we don't deal with 1s, then there's no factors between 31 and 63 that is sure. So we do not do anything with the numbers. However, we need to look at the letters. We need to look at the variables. So there's 6 A's here, 1, 2, 3. Put some in front. 4, 5, 6. So 6 A's, and then I added 31. And then 3 B's. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then here, I know that there's no factors, so I'm just going to leave 63 as is. And then I'm going to add 5 A's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, let's see. I haven't used purple in a while. Probably because I can't find purple. Okay, so I'll just use what I have. So my A's are gonna be green. And then my B is gonna be blue. Alright, so forgot some A's there. There's a lot of A's going on there. Alright, so I know that I can't take out any number. So looking at the A's, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I'm supposed to have an extra one. I'll just add it at the end. I hope somebody said, Miss Griffin, you forgot another A. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A's, 1, 2, 3 B's, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's. Alright, so I have 5 A's here. So 1, and I have 5 A's here. Well, with that's one. I have 6 and 5 here. So I circle 1 in each. I circle 2 in each. I circle 3 in each. I circle 4 in each. I circle 5 in each. And then there's no more to circle over here. So because I circle 5 A's, I'm taking out A to the 5th power. There's B on this side, but there's no B's here. So that's all I can take out today in this problem. So in the first term, I still have 31. So I write back 31. And then I have 1 A and 3 B's. And then in the other term, I have just 63 because all my A's was taken out. And that is the answer. Okay, so I hope that brings a little light to you. So now let's talk about what happens when you have a trinomial. So we talked about this for those of you who were in class on Monday. So we're looking at this trinomial, r to the second power plus 6r minus 27. So there's 2 ways that you can do this problem. So the first way is the way that the book shows you, which is a product sum table. And the next way is using the tic-tac-toe method. So I'm going to do tic-tac-toe first. So what I want to do is I want to change the colors of everything involved so that we can color code it. And then if you like this way, but you're still confused, please use the colors so you can see what to do. So in this first upper left corner, it's gonna have the number that is located with the green line, so the term. So here the number in front is a 1 and it's imaginary, so I'm gonna change it to pen. So it's an imaginary 1, so I'm gonna put a 1 there. Alright, so next, the second one, no, it's not the middle number, it is the third number for the third term. So that number is -27, so I'm going to put a -27 there. So then on the last one to the top of the last box, I'm going to just multiply. So I'm just going to put a multiplication symbol there. So 1 times negative 27 is negative 27. Now, on the side, I'm trying to see what multiplies to give me negative 27. But adds to give me positive 6. Because the number here is positive 6. So, I know that if I have a negative here, that means one of my numbers is negative. So I know the factors of 27 is 1 times 27. And I'm going to write it twice because it could be that the 1 is negative or the 27 is negative. I also know that 3 times 9. And I'll just write it backward. That way I don't have to struggle to have the negative in there. So the 3 can be negative or the 9 could be negative. Now, in addition to that, I have to also think about which one is going to be added to give me positive 6. So I'll do it this way. Now, here, I know that 27 minus 1. So let's go back to our negative and positive numbers. So if you remember, my positive is going to be theirs. And my negative is going to be lions. And when the lions and deers get together, they fight. And of course, the lions win because there's, yeah. So if I have 27 deers and 1 lion, what is my answer going to be? Well, if I have 27 deers and 1 lion, the lion and the deer take each other out. So I only have 26 left, and it's positive. So it'll be positive 26. Well, here I have the opposite of that. So it's just going to be negative 26. But if you want to think about it this way, think about it as you have 27 lions and 1 deer. Only 1 deer can be eaten, so 26 lions are hungry. All right, so then here I have negative 3 times 9. So you could always use your positive and negative animals, or you could just switch it and put 9 minus 3. So 9 minus 3 is positive 6. That is the answer I'm looking for, but I just want to go on the next step. So because this is the opposite, this is also going to be the opposite, so negative 6. So then I know that my answer is going to be here for these two terms. So I'm going to write the numbers here. It doesn't matter which one goes where. So even though I wrote negative 3 first, I could put negative 3 here and 9 there. So now I'm trying to look and see what multiplies to give me 1. I'm also trying to see what multiplies to give me 27. That way. So I know once you have a 1, you put in your 1. So 1 goes here, 1 goes here. Easy. Now here, obviously, if I'm trying to see what gets me negative 27, I'm also looking at the row. So 1 times what will give me 9? 1 times what will give me negative 3? So the only thing that's going to get it for me is by getting the same answers. Because 1 times anything is that same number. So 9 will go here and negative 3 will go here. In addition to that, in these first 2 boxes, I need to put my variables. So in this case, my variable is r. So I put an r there and an r there. Now comes a very important part. So what you need to do is you need to crisscross to be able to find the answer. So I'm going from here to here. And I really can't find these colors. I had 5 and then there were 3. Soon there'll be none. Okay, I'll just use the pen. And then this one goes to this one. So when I write my binomial, I'm looking at the crisscross to be able to see what my answer is going to be. So here I have r in the first. So the variable always goes first. And then the numbers go behind. So here I have r minus 3. And here I have r plus 9. Okay. Now in the next one, here I have the product sum table. So the product sum table is basically this part. So this part is this product sum table right here. It's just that this way is a little more structured because it has a table. So again, I'm looking for the product of what is blue, the first, and the third term was underlined because we have to multiply those numbers. So 1 times negative 27 is negative 27. And then I'm trying to find the sum of the middle number, which is 6. So again, I take the first number in the first term, the number in the third term, and I multiply them. And that's going to give me my product number, the number I'm looking for. I'm also trying to find not only what gives me negative 27 when I multiply it, but what has to give me the middle number, which is 6. So we did it already, but I'm just going to act like we didn't do it again. So what gives me 27? So I have to think about positive 27 first. So I know 1 times 27 gives me 27. But because it's a negative, I have to put a negative for each of them. I also know that 3 times 9 gives me 27. And I'm also going to put the negatives there. So now when I do this, and you could actually, when you do the tic-tac-toe method, if you prefer that way, you could just make the product sum table, which is kind of like double work. But you'll see why the tic-tac-toe method is effective when the numbers here change from 1 to other numbers. So 1 times 27 is 27. But what is the sum? So here, 27 minus 1 is 26. In this one, I have negative 27 plus 1. So if I owe someone $27 and I pay them back $1, how much do I still have? Do I still owe them? Or do I have money? Well, if you owe someone $27 and you only pay them back 1, chances are you are definitely going to owe them. So you owe them $26, so negative 26. And just remember that because these are opposites, these numbers should be opposites also. Alright, so here I have 9 minus 3, which is positive 6. And here I have negative 3 plus 3, which is negative 6. So the one I want is right here. So I know again that within the parentheses, the first term is going to be my variable r. So I put the letter there, and I put the letter there. Then in the second part, I'm using these two numbers that I got in the product sum table. So then I get negative 3 plus 9. Now, either way, you're going to get the same answer. It's just what your preference is. Now, how do I check to see if my answer is correct? I can simply do FOIL, distribution, or the box. I'll do the box. So I'm going to put r minus 3 and r plus 9. It doesn't matter where each one goes. It should be the same. So I know that r times r is r to the second power. I know that negative 3 times r is negative 3r. I know that r times 9 is 9r. And then I know 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. So then now I write it out. But I need to remember that anytime I FOIL, do box method or distribution of binomials, I always have like terms that needs to be combined. So 9 minus 3 is 6. So this is the answer. So r to the second power plus 6r minus 27, which is our original answer. So our check is correct. So now I am going to give you a problem to do. And as you do this problem, I want you to make sure that you are taking your time and doing it correctly. Okay? So I want you to do the following numbers. I would like you to do numbers 25, 100, I would also like you to do number 27. So do 25 and 27. So go ahead and pause the video now so that you're able to see the book. And then I'll be back.